Before we partnered with Voyc, the challenge we had was how do we get to listen to 20, 30 advisors, making sure that the advice they gave was correct, and doing that on a daily basis. And it was extremely difficult to ensure that compliantly everything was being dealt with. And since the implementation of Voyc has changed totally. Prior to Voyc, we listened to a very small handful of cases from the advisors, often a number of weeks later, so the case had been submitted, so it was difficult to then turn the clock back, so to speak. With Voyc, we find that we listen to the calls, all of the calls. Since the implementation of Voyc again, it's reduced our complaints, it's certainly put the quality through the roof, and it's allowed me to sleep at night, to be honest.
Using reports and Voice, it's greatly improved our ability to view compliance on the network, purely because, well, all the information is in one place. The system picks up everything that we're asking it to. It's been such a great tool for us to use. I think we're glad we found it when we did. When it comes to the implementation process, I think it's one of the easiest systems I think I've used, and how straightforward it was to kind of just do the work yourself. The support system that was there, like the live chats, that was a great help as well. The support was there, we could just ask a question and they would kind of respond speedily. Overall, the integration process, I think, was, as I said, because it was so easy to use, I think we flew through it within a matter of weeks.
Now we listen to about 600 calls a week. All of the calls get checked on the AI, everything goes through Voice. We will then monitor them ourselves. I would say about 90% of the calls will get manually checked as well, because we have the ability to. So it's gone from 250 to 600, which is great for us. For my team, they found it's a really helpful system. It's made everyone's jobs a lot nicer. We have time to be able to go in and check other elements, whereas before we wouldn't. So for the working staff, I think it's definitely an improvement for them as well.
I do already see benefit from using Voice. There's definitely been value added. From a finance perspective, which is my main area, I've seen the immediate sort of cost effectiveness of Voice. To try and implement a system as effective as Voice on a manual basis could cost several times more in terms of just the physical cost of the system itself. We are starting to see a positive impact on the reduction in cancellation of policies, because we are checking policies before they're submitted to make sure that they're adequate and that the right policy and the right advice is being given for the customer. That cancellation rate is being driven down, and I'm very hopeful the more and more we use Voice, the more that will continue. So from a financial perspective, there's definitely a benefit. Voice offers a very simple solution to a simple problem, but at the same time, there's some very sophisticated software behind that simplicity, and that's where the value comes to us. And it's a very elegant solution. I think our team have been able to pick up on it and run with it immediately, so I would recommend it to other people.